Hi there. This is a screencast that just goes over how you can use You Eat in There to talk about the restaurants in your city, and if you're a restaurant, to get information out to people. So, You Eat in There is a way to essentially get stuff out about your restaurant or to talk about restaurants in real time on Twitter. It gives you standard hashtags to do that. So, let's say I'm in Australia and I'm in Sydney, and I want to find out what people are saying or what restaurants are tweeting about in my city. Let's say I'm a restaurant, and I could go to the Sydney page and I could click on it and it would take me to this. It says You Eat Near Sydney. And what does that mean for me as a restaurant? So let's say this is my restaurant page and I have a new menu. So I have something that's cool tonight on that I want to feature. So I know the hashtag to talk about that is YET Sydney. And that if people go to You Eat in There and they click on the Sydney, we'll get a real-time stream of what people are talking about the restaurant scene by just searching that hashtag. So if I want to talk about something cool, I could say, hey, we've got a fresh salmon salad on the menu tonight, and then I could, throw in a picture. Let's say I got twitpic.com/ whatever it is, and so now I can send this tweet out. So what does this do for people who are coming to the site and looking for information? So let's say now someone is in Sydney and they want to find out what restaurants are saying in real time in their city, what specials are out there, what new things are being talked about. So they could go there and say, just click on this, and it would take them to a Twitter search page, and we've got a fresh salmon salad the menu tonight, and they could click on the TwitPic picture, and they could go ahead and see whatever that picture was. If they want to talk to you, they can reply back, and if that's your username, they could go ahead and type something back like, that looks good. We'll stop by. Can we make a reservation for 4? And they can send that back to you, and you can tweet back and give them like a link to your open table or whatever it is you're using to set up your reservations. So that's kind of how you'd communicate if you're a restaurant, by getting information out there. If, let's say, the person goes to this restaurant and they want to talk about it, and how do you look at real-time reviews on Twitter when it comes to restaurants? If I go to a restaurant that I really like and I have their Twitter handle, I could say something like this: You Eat Near Sydney, just went to Bathley's restaurant, and I guess Bathley's isn't the best name for a restaurant, but and tried their fresh salmon salad. Definitely recommend. And then, if it was at Bathley's, if they need the username for the restaurant, you could just put something like this: at Bathley's restaurant, tried their first salmon, definitely recommend. And then they could also add location if they're on their mobile client or something and they're actually at the place. So they could tweet this out, and people then who are in Sydney looking for what people are saying with the restaurant scene or recommendations, they could just click on this and they would see the tweet that the person went to Bathley's. They'd have the Twitter handle of the restaurant there, and they would know that there was a recommendation of something good. So another great feature is that you can ask questions. Let's say I was looking for a good place to have sushi tonight in Sydney, and I could go Sydney and what's a good place to have sushi in Sydney other than so other than Japan West Sushi, which I go to all the time. So I could send this out, and what is this? It's allowing me to ask a question to the food community in my particular city. So I've just said, You Eat Near Sydney, what's a good place to have sushi other than the place I usually go to? So if there are people who go to You Eat in There and they want to just talk about the food scene in their city, they can click on You Eat in There Sydney. It'll take them here and they'll see this tweet that says, oh, what's a good place to have sushi in Sydney other than Japan West Sushi? Well, I know of a good place. Someone else might want to recommend something to you. They can reply. They can put something like, I really like, and they could have the place of the sushi place that they want to put in there, and they'll tweet back to you. So the advantage now is that you're kind of creating a discussion around food, and you're finding people who have stuff in common by using a hashtag that lets you bring your conversations together. So that's You Eat in There and how it gives you standard hashtags to talk about the food scene in your community. Thanks.